Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays, and welcome back to the Scuffed Daz Podcast, episode 53, where we don't have Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
She died.
I killed her earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Bloody mess. You gotta kill people a little cleaner than that.
Her time of the month.
I don't care. Your house is all white, including your carpet. Do you know how hard that's going to be to get out?
Replace the walls and the carpet.
Yeah, and people aren't going to notice you dragging bloody carpet out of your house, huh?
No, I live in the country.
You live literally 30 feet from a highway.
Yeah, but who the fuck's gonna be? Who the hell's gonna be able to tell that there's blood all over carpet a mile off the?
You're not a mile off the highway.
Okay,
I
so
can
it's like,
throw
it's like 300 yards off the highway.
I could throw a football from the highway through your window.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
I could.
No, you could not.
I could.
No, you could not.
It is not that far.
It is 300 yards. You're saying you could throw the football?
It is not
300
300 yards.
Like 254.
No, it's not even
exact.
100.
Yeah, it's 250.
No,
yes.
There's no
yes, it is.
shot.
I have range find.
Your rangefinder's off
No,
by
254
yards then. You're way off, bud.
Could be a little less because I am
It's a
ranging
lot
from
less.
my front door to the railroad.
It's a lot less. You're wrong.
You couldn't throw it from the highway and come close to touching my house.
Disagree?
How much money are you willing to bet?
I don't have any money. I got $2.
Rena, how much money are you willing to let Chandler bet?
I got $2.
I will take those $2 just right now.
And I'll put $1 on a football, $1 on a baseball.
Neither one.
Oh, I'm 100% hitting it with a baseball.
Nope.
100%.
Nope. Nope.
Yes.
No.
Your house is not that far from the highway. You're making shit
You're
up.
mistaken.
You're making shit up. Yeah, you're making shit up.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
We will make a YouTube video out
We
of
don't
this.
count the driveway with the way it curves 2 times for no fucking reason.
No, I'm talking from the highway to my house.
I actually have power right now, so I'm golfing with Adam on Xbox, but I figured I'd come say hi. Well, hello,
Hi.
Mr. Texas not having power.
Yeah,
It's funny.
How's that green energy over there for you?
The wind turbines are frozen.
Solar panels aren't produced.
Okay,
because
but
it's
let's be honest. It wouldn't have mattered. Doesn't matter if there's a coal-fired power plant. You know why everything's shut down? The ice storms that have destroyed their fucking all their power lines. That wouldn't have changed. You know why it destroyed their power lines? Because it's Texas. They don't get snow. They weren't ready for this.
Well, it's not just that, but the natural gas supply is low because they don't depend on it.
Natural gas is low everywhere right now. Torrington put out a statement telling people to conserve energy.
They're saying that because they don't want the same thing to happen here as it will in Texas, which it won't because we're more dependent on natural gas than Texas is.
Right?
Texas is normally warm, so people don't use as much natural gas.
That's fair. That's fair. That's why I want to live there.
So when supply goes up 1,000% overnight,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Well, because they also don't know how to handle it, so they're not setting their thermostat at 68. They're fucking 80. It's cold. I'm cold, which is fair. I'm sorry, if you're used to it being above 60 degrees all the time, when it hits 4 degrees, yeah, you're gonna freak the hell out. That's cold.
Did you see where the chick's aquarium in Texas froze?
Yeah.
Froze solid inside
That's
of her
nuts.
house. There's like frickin' ice hanging down from her ceiling fan. That's wild.
There's wild stuff happening. I mean, it was what? Negative 25 2 nights ago?
Here? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Did you see that thing on Facebook where it was like, Northwesterns headed to Texas to help them out, and it's like people in big ass fucking trucks with big tires with flamethrowers.
Yes.
Northwesterners headed to Texas to save the day or something like that. It was kind of funny.
Awesome.
And there was there was another clip where there was a guy that swam under the ice and pops up in this ice hole and just,
Nice.
waves at everybody.
Nice. There's a set at 65 to 68 during the. But see, you haven't always lived in Texas. You used to live in New Hampshire. It gets cold there. You understand how winter works. There are a lot of people in Texas who don't. -12 Monday night with wind chill. Oh, with wind chill the other night, it was what, -58?
Yeah, here? Yeah. That -58.
If you
to
based
60.
it off wind chill and what your phone said, feels like, which
If
is
the
what I
wind-
go with. If it says it feels like a temperature, that's what I believe. I don't care what the temperature
So here it
registers
was
at.
-25 without any wind, but we had wind, so that was
Yeah.
the actual temperature was -25, and wind chill was like. They
Too
say if
damn.
you were outside for it had skin outside, for 5 minutes, you were
Trust
gonna
me,
have
I know.
frostbite.
Trust me, I know. Those were some tough cigarettes to smoke.
Yeah. Inhale this. You accidentally let go of it, like you inhale the cigarette, down your throat.
Fuck it, worth it. Get inside.
Choke on a cigarette and die.
Fucking cold, dude.
Were you gonna make coffee or?
I was, and then I remembered I had a coffee drink. So, kind of, but no. It's been cold. I don't like the cold. I don't like sand. Coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. The greatest line in movie history. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
I don't like snow. It's cold. It blows. You can't get anywhere.
Yeah, just can't get anywhere. Good work. Good work. Ugh. God. Yeah. We have what? 9 inches of snow? 10 inches of snow?
There
did
for
we
a
get a
while.
foot?
We probably got 9 or 10 right now, but there for a while we probably had a good foot.
We all had power, so -50 is okay. I could see my breath inside Monday. The day before it was 55. Yeah, that's rough.
That seems like my bedroom temperature. If I could see my breath, perfect.
Only perfect when you're going to sleep. If you're trying to sit in there and play video games,
Well,
it
then I have
sucks.
to. I just plug my heater in when because
I-
I'm fine with it all the way up until my feet get cold. And then that drives me nuts.
I have my very pretty heater right here. Works real well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Works better than most space heaters.
Yep.
You get cold, you just crack the side panel open and let it blast you in the face. Oh, God. What are you checking your phone for?
I don't know. I feel like I'm important.
I do the same thing all the time. It's like, ooh, did I get a notification? Nope, still nothing. Nobody talks to me. It's great.
We just woke up.
Yeah. Just woke up and it's been a struggle to find things to talk about. Oh, where's JJ Watt gonna go?
I don't know. It'd be funny if he went to the Browns.
Judging by everything I've heard, that's the team he's looking at, which makes sense.
Right.
He wants to go to a contender, and I'm sorry, who, other than the Buccaneers, obviously, because they actually beat them, who in the playoffs came close to beating them? The Browns.
Yeah.
If they could have had more of a pass rush, because it wasn't just Myles Garrett, then who knows what happens there. So, I don't hate that idea.
Let's see what happens. Be nice if he'd go to the Bills.
I hope not. I'm sick of the fucking Bills.
I like it.
People overhype the Bills every time.
Well, they were kind of number 2.
Okay. So were the Saints. And they sucked.
Well, I mean, like, they finished number 2. Well, 3rd, technically.
I'm talking about in their conference. Yes, the Bills were 2. So were the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears also finished at, like, number 7. Does that make them a good team? God, no.
Bears were great.
I would message you, but I haven't had power this week, and I don't have unlimited data anymore. That's a yikes.
That sucks.
Packers were close until the Bucks D-line said fuck up. Why did you get rid of unlimited data? What type of dumbass plan is that?
Well, people who can't afford, unlimited data, data.
Dad? No.
Are you my dad?
Are you my
Brother? You are my brother, Anakin.
son?
Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Don't do.
Don't say doing your wife.
Doing your son?
Jeez. That fucking. Ah,
Family Guy's great.
Honestly, the Packers aren't that good of a team. Their front office is so bad.
Yeah.
We have Aaron Rodgers. We got to the NFC Championship game. We couldn't stop anybody from running the football. So what do? Let's draft a quarterback in the first round.
Yep.
And then in the second round, we already have Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams, two good running backs. Let's take another running back. It's like, what are you doing? Do something correct. You're as incompetent as the Texans. I love that the Texans really think they're going to be able to keep Deshaun Watson. You know what's going to happen? Do you know if he sits out all year, they still have to pay him? Like, his contract is bigger than the fines. So his salary will just be reduced, but they're going to pay him. Because the time I've had Verizon, I averaged 0.04 of a gigabyte every month. So I switched to 1 gigabyte a month limit and saved $60. Well, that's rough. Terrible time to choose to switch. You should have waited a month. Oh god. Let's see, what else is going on in the NFL world?
I don't really care.
There's gonna be so much movement.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the Broncos aren't gonna pick up Von Miller's contract, so he's gonna be a free agent also. Along with a great wide receiver class of free agents, along with the most QB movement ever, probably, because we've already had that. What, 2 starting quarterbacks have already been traded?
Yeah.
And who knows what else is going to happen? That $60 is after paying for my phone. Yeah. You're getting shafted by Verizon.
Yeah, I totally,
Everyone gets
said,
shafted
"Fuck you,
by Verizon. No, you didn't. You're still using Verizon.
Like, yeah, for my phone, but internet-wise, I went to Visionary.
Nobody should be using Verizon for internet. It's terrible.
It's absolutely terrible.
You shouldn't be using a cell phone company for internet.
Mm-hmm.
Because cell phone companies overcharge for data to begin with. Terrible choice. You shouldn't be using an internet company with a data cap either.
Go to Visionary and pay $60 a month.
Well, I pay more than that.
Well, yeah, but...
And I will pay even more than what I'm paying now as soon as... Not the COVID thing's over, but as soon as they have their shit more figured out. Because I wanted to up my speeds as soon as the COVID thing started. And they're like, we can't really do that right now. We're not set up for the amount of people using the internet that are right now. Like, that's fair. Well, because, all the college kids and all the high school kids and everything were doing online schooling, so the internet was being used way more. Like $45 a month, including the brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max, or whatever it's called. Why were you paying an extra $60 for unlimited data? It should just be the... Well, no, the $45 a month is the price of the phone, which is tough. And then it should just be another $45 for unlimited data. But they always have stupid shit to get you. They're always getting you. It's phone companies. It's what they do.
Yeah.
There's a Star Wars game coming to the Nintendo Switch. That's weird. A solely Nintendo Switch Star Wars game that's online. It's a competitive, free-to-play, third-person shooter that's only going to be on the Switch. Who's playing a shooter game on the Nintendo Switch. Like, oh, the new Call of Duty is coming out. I'm not going to get it for my PC, my Xbox, or my PlayStation. I'm going to get it on the Switch. The fuck?
Said, like, probably one 8-year-old in the world.
No, maybe, because that... But, okay.
Because that's all he has.
I understand saying it if that's all you have. But if you have anything else, you're not going to play a shooter on the Switch. Just doesn't make sense. Juicy 3D printed steaks are now a thing. Intriguing.
PlayStation controllers make better pistols than Xbox controllers. Change my mind.
Neither of them make very good pistols. Neither of them actually shoot anything.
But pretend pistols.
Oh, then the best controller for that is Ryzen was 45 for phone and then 60 for service for me. I don't know why. Spectrum was 35 for phone, then 10 for 1 gig of data and still unlimited talk and text. Weird.
Yeah, we had 15 gigabytes of data when we had Verizon.
Data caps are trash.
Yeah, and I would use it all.
Would you eat a 3D printed steak?
Maybe for content.
There's lots of things.
I already ate something that I'm pretty sure was 3D printed.
Oh, the fucking Impossible Whopper. That was
not
so
only that,
bad.
the fucking
the McRib.
McRib.
That was awful also.
Yeah.
That was not good. I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with the McRib. It's
when I got a kick out of the commercials, like people are eating, like, oh my god, I would eat this every day.
Well, no,
like, fuck, I wonder how much money they paid him to say that, because I would.
There are lots.
I wouldn't recommend a dog eat that.
Okay, our McDonald's sucks, so we can't use it as the deciding factor here. There are lots of things from McDonald's I could eat every day, like their chicken nuggets.
Right,
I could eat chicken nuggets for lunch every day.
I don't think
I like chicken.
I don't think it matters what McDonald's it was.
Oh God,
from.
no!
The McRib was gonna be nasty.
Okay, because the McRib is. I said it in the video. I was like, if you want a McRib and the McRib's not out, just get a sausage McMuffin because the bread's the exact same, and slather it in barbecue sauce. It'll taste the fucking same. People didn't like that. I don't think. I don't know.
I agree. Nothing from McDonald's is good. Burger King's where it's at.
Burger King, dude. I'll choose our McDonald's over our Burger King. At least from McDonald's, I've never gotten moldy food.
Yeah, so McDonald's just hides their toxic food better.
No. Well,
I've never gotten food poisoning from Burger King.
Fair. Okay, but let's talk about our area of the world. Let's talk about the places we have gotten food poisoning from compared to the places we haven't. Subway, food poisoning. Taco John's, food poisoning.
I've never had it from Taco John's.
I have.
Not the one in Torrington, anyway.
I have.
Usually when I have my food, it was just made, so I've never had anything that was actually old from Taco John's. Now, they did hire some new staff that wasn't very great, and they always fucked up my order, but it was always fresh food. Fresh, greasy-ass food.
That's why the only time I go in there is for breakfast.
Breakfast burritos?
Oh my god, Taco John's breakfast burritos are fucking...
They're tits.
They're tits. Oh, Tim Tebow has retired from professional baseball. He never made it to the MLB, so that's tough. Atlantic City's Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino is demolished, apparently.
Yeah.
Why?
It was had something to do with like fundraising and shit like that.
Okay, fine. What? Okay, so what do the Bills actually need? New quarterback, 'cause Josh Allen's ass. No, I'm kidding.
I say, yeah, I don't know about that, but
I don't know. If the Texans called you up and said you could have Deshaun Watson and a first-round pick, and we'll take Josh Allen, are you saying no?
Yeah.
You're dumb. You're absolutely retarded.
Well,
Deshaun Watson had
I'm more of a Josh Allen fan than I am a Bills fan.
Okay, sure. But what I'm saying is, are you that blinded by being a fan of a certain player that you wouldn't want a team to upgrade?
The only thing is if I trade Josh Allen, I'm just gonna go to that team that he goes to. It's like Tom Brady. There was a lot of Tom Brady.
If you were the Bills, that's why I said if you were the Bills, would you say
but
no?
As a Bill, if I had the Bills stuff, I'd be like, I don't know, that'd be hard. But right now, the Bills are built around Josh Allen. Right now.
But okay,
so,
Deshaun Watson can do what Josh Allen does, just better. Sure, he's not going to run you over, but look at Cam Newton. Josh Allen running people over isn't going to last. In 5 years, if he keeps being the way he is, he'll be almost out of the league because he's injured and isn't the same player anymore. Like, look at Cam Newton now compared to 2015. Mm-hmm. You can see a distinct difference.
All right. Well, I will say that Josh Allen did a lot better job at just throwing the ball away versus trying to run all the time this year.
Sure.
He did a lot of throwing the ball away.
Sure.
And I know this because my mom would get pissed off every time. Well, why does he just run it? I'm like, because they're trying to keep him from getting fucking hurt. But she doesn't understand that. Josh Allen just needs to run it. I'm like, Josh Allen's a fucking quarterback, not a running back.
I don't know if Deshaun Watson is the best QB in the NFL, but he's top 3.
Yeah. But, yeah, anyway.
I thought the power just went out and I was pissed. Because I'd say Deshaun, Patty Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers probably have the argument for the best quarterback in the NFL right now. The thing is, if you look at degree of difficulty, Deshaun Watson had an amazing year with less than anyone else had.
Right. Yeah.
Because his team is dumb. Oh, we have the best receiver in the league. Let's trade him for a washed-up running back and a 5th-round pick. And then Minnesota, we have like a top 15 receiver in the league. We're going to trade him away for a 1st-round pick, a 3rd-round pick, and a 5th-round pick.
That's fair.
And, yeah, I think the Bills and the Vikings are both happy with the Diggs trade. I don't think either one's regretting that decision.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got Justin Jefferson, so we're fine. Put them on the Chiefs and they beat the Buccaneers. It'll be
interesting to see how things work out next year.
Spencer, I know you love Deshaun, but they don't beat the Bucs with Deshaun Watson. He'd have the same goddamn issue. And I'm sorry, I don't know if he could have made some of those plays Patty Mahomes made.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of those things
Deshaun's great.
Patty did
but
was crazy.
Some of that is just not human.
Patty Mahomes played good.
Oh, yeah.
Given the circumstances.
He did everything he could.
And his team just did not show up.
But I'm sorry, would the receivers dropping balls have changed? I'm sure Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill and everybody else still have the 15 drops, so they would still only score 9 points.
Yeah.
I like Deshaun, but let's not make shit up and act like he's way better than Patty in the backfield. Patrick Mahomes ran for 600 yards behind the line of scrimmage to evade people.
Yeah.
So, it would have been the exact same thing. Don't act like it would have been different. Nothing would have changed because their offensive line was decimated by injury. Nothing would have changed.
Yeah. I gotta agree with Chandler on this one.
It's easy to say that because, I like Deshaun more than Patrick Mahomes, but nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
It would have been the same game.
Yep. It still would have been the same Super Bowl.
But instead, people would be talking about how Deshaun Watson's bad, not Patrick Mahomes.
Which, I think that's
No,
bullshit.
nothing would have... No. You can make that argument if you want to. But if the receivers are still dropping the ball,
and
nothing matters. If he doesn't have time to throw, nothing matters. Nothing would have changed. I don't see how
you could put Tom Brady, Josh Allen, anybody back in Patty Mahomes' position. Nothing would have changed. It doesn't matter who you would have put back there.
Their offensive line was shot, and they still wouldn't have won because their defense couldn't do anything.
If you're a quarterback and you get hit almost immediately after you snap the football, it's extremely hard.
Yeah, his average time to throw was under 1 second.
When they're blitzing both corners and you have no offensive line, that's almost impossible to block anyway. But yeah, that's just Yeah, you can't do that. There's no
Patty isn't bad. He's the
possibility
second
of
best QB.
winning.
Sean is a bigger threat on the run, but that he couldn't have run anywhere, Spence. Did you just not watch the game, or are you just saying shit to say shit?
I think he's just trying to piss you off. Honestly.
It's working because you're being fucking retarded. I'm gonna get canceled, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched the whole game, and I don't think it would have made a difference no matter what quarterback you put back there.
Nobody could have changed it.
Patty Mahomes made spectacular throws, if you want to be honest with yourself. He made these spectacular throws, hitting people in their helmet. They're his own teammates. In the helmet, in the hands, and they dropped them.
Deshaun being a better runner doesn't change the fact that none of the Chiefs' receivers could catch.
Yeah.
It also doesn't change the fact that players like Sammy Watkins didn't exist. I honestly still don't remember seeing Sammy Watkins. I know he played, but he didn't do anything. He didn't change the game. I also don't remember seeing Le'Veon Bell on the field ever.
Right.
Here's my issue, is it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. All that the Bucs did was run cover 2. They just Tampa 2'd. And you know how you beat cover 2? Run the football.
Mm-hmm.
But what do the Chiefs do? Nah.
No, we'll just throw it.
We'll just throw it all the time. Like, you're not going to beat Tampa 2
See,
deep.
that's what I wanted the Bills to do so bad against, Kansas City. All they did was play zone coverage. I'm like, fucking send people after Patty Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to win.
The issue, though, is...
Quit fucking having 3 people go after Patty Mahomes. Send 4 or 5. Send recorders, send something. Blitz him.
I'm sorry. With the way the offensive lines were, JPP and Shaq Barrett still would have been in his face. Within 3 seconds, Deshaun's not going anywhere. This isn't just a quarterback argument. Spence, look at the fucking film.
Yeah, not
It's
only
not
that, the DBs for the Bucs, they were playing press. They were pressing.
Yeah.
So they were jamming everybody. They were jamming at the line of scrimmage within the 5-yard lines. They were jamming.
Yep.
And you had to get rid of the ball quickly. You can't get rid of the ball quickly if your receivers haven't made it more than 5 yards. Their routes, they're not getting out of their routes.
How many times did Tyreek Hill just get shoved to the ground before he could run his route? That throws off the entire timing of a play, and you're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. It
doesn't matter.
You got
who
less
your
than a
quarterback
second
is.
to throw, and your receivers aren't going anywhere.
I don't care who
I'm
you
sorry.
put out there. You lose.
The Bucs played it perfectly. That's just all there is to say.
Andy Reid could have done other things. You have Le'Veon Bell, you have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Run the football, especially early. Get them out of cover 2. Make them bring a safety up, and then boom, Tyreek Hill can beat him. Boom, McCole Hardman can beat you. Andy Reid just decided, nah, Patty can get us out of this.
Would they try to run the ball 4 times all game?
At the very end of the game, when they were down by 30, they tried a little more on the run, which is trash. Yeah, let's wait until we're down by 30. Smart.
I don't know.
I don't know if you heard me, but I did say hello, Cam, but he was talking, so I don't know if you heard me. It's my chest, you see.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, the Chiefs, based off the way the Bucs defense played, it doesn't matter what quarterback you throw in there. Unless you're actually legitimately going to say Andy Reid coaches the game different, nothing changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you play the exact same game, you lose. Every time, no matter who the quarterback is, I don't care. Now, if your argument is, well, if you have Deshaun, you change the way you play the game. Okay. Yeah. But that's not the point. You just said you take Deshaun, you drop him in the same way, and it would be better. That's not what would happen. You'd lose just the same.
Yeah, I think I'd be more, willing to believe if you take the coach and replace him with this coach,
sure,
that would be better.
Which is tough because Andy Reid's a great coach.
Yeah,
but
it's just,
what was that?
I don't know.
He had a game plan and he stuck to it. It just didn't work.
Well,
I don't know why at halftime you don't make the adjustment because they still come out and they're still just in cover 2. There are so many ways. You beat cover 2 with either running the ball or screen passes, and they're not throwing screens.
And I kept
either.
yelling at
It's
I kept telling the Chiefs that, man, they ought to run a screen pass because especially if they're blitzing both corners, if you run a screen pass, your corners are already out of the way. You got 2 or 3 blockers in front of you, and everybody else is chasing receivers.
Right.
You're gonna go 15, 25 yards every time.
And if it's Tyreek Hill that catches the screen pass, who knows?
Yeah.
He's a little shifty guy.
Because it's hard to be jammed if you're coming out of the backfield.
Right.
If you're running a screen, usually you come out of the backfield, so it's really hard to get jammed unless your linebacker plays it just perfectly, which your linebacker's probably gonna go with the receivers.
Right.
So
I don't know.
Running in screens would have been a way to beat
at least
the Bucs.
break them out of cover 2, and then you have a chance. But if you keep them in cover 2, you're screwed because the Chiefs don't have that receiver that.
It was like the Chiefs coach had blindfolds on the whole game.
Like,
I don't understand.
Tyreek is a good receiver. There's a reason you can't put him in the top 5. He can't do what happens when you need 5 yards.
Right.
You can't trust Tyreek to make every play. If you have DeAndre Hopkins, you need 5 yards, he'll get you 5. He's got it. Just put the ball in his vicinity and he'll go get it. The Chiefs don't have a guy like that. Redeemed drop it. What am I dropping? We're not playing a video game.
Drop the glasses.
No. I gotta drop you. See? Drop Wonder.
Drop me.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 hit. If you don't drop me...
I'm lifting you up and dropping.
You're gonna lift me up. I'm heavier than I look.
You're not that heavy. Jesus.
But I just want to watch you pick me up like this and drop me.
There's not enough room. You'd bash your head off something, and then I'd feel all bad.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to break anything with my head.
No, you'd catch the corner of this just right, and you'd be like paralyzed.
Break the corner? Yeah.
No, paralyzed.
I should be paralyzed from football. That didn't happen. I should be paralyzed from being run over by a 3/4 ton truck. But that didn't happen.
What a waste of 1,000 points. That's for when we're playing a game, you tell me to drop my gun, and it's all sad.
Okay, he has probably 20,000 more of those.
My bot account on this computer, one that's set up for my bot, has 185,000 channel points. Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'm going to make some more channel point redemption things. One that's like 100,000 points that's just going to be a TikTok dance. Oh. So if you save up that many, I have to do a TikTok dance. I think it'd be funny. Try and drop a water bottle.
That was probably really loud.
Probably. He chose it.
Water bottle? Water.
There you go.
Get sponsored by Arrowhead Water.
Nah, fuck that. I want Evian to sponsor me. My bougie water. Evian and
Booty
Starbucks.
water? Chandler likes booty water.
Yep, that's
he
what
likes
I
that
said.
ass juice in the morning.
That's what I said. Yep. Definitely. Yep. Yep. Okay. So, I lost it.
From Umbridge.
I do wonder what next football season's going to look like. Because I'm sorry, at some point, Tom Brady's going to fall off.
At some point. I like the meme.
Honestly, he should have retired.
Yeah.
Retire on top.
Yeah. Be number one.
Don't go out like Drew Brees, where we're all watching, and it's like, that's not true.
Yeah, it's like an old dog, you know? It used to be the best dog out there, and then now it's getting old and can't hardly stand up, can't see. But I did see a meme the other day that made me laugh. They had Tom Brady, and they gave him a big, long, old beard with a cane. It's like, Tom Brady in 2036, your boys want to go to the Super Bowl?
That fucking guy.
That would be pretty funny.
Tom fucking Brady. God.
The announcers, though, I could see Tom Brady playing for another 5-6 years. He could do it. I'm like, no.
It's possible.
I mean, it's possible, but after a while, age does take effect.
But also, look at Brett Favre.
That's true.
In 2009, it was his age 40 season. Should have won the MVP. Like, he had maybe the best season of his career. He doesn't have a drink. He just drank it all. But Brett Favre maybe had the best year of his career. The next year, he was ass. Worst player. One of the worst quarterbacks in the league. Just overnight, basically. Okay. I don't recommend that, but okay. It's UV Blue. It's cheap-ass vodka.
Vodka good for blood.
Doesn't have the greatest taste. It's a mixing alcohol. I'm shocked you didn't go into the freezer.
That's true.
Because you know what's in there.
Yeah, I remember what's in there. But if I got that out, I wouldn't stop.
Again.
I got the better stuff now.
There's shot glasses behind you. You want
Oh,
one of those?
shit. Apparently a little frozen.
Little tight. Little tight.
That's a lot better.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a little better?
Probably better quit because we're going to have energy drinks later, so.
I might need to give you a ride home, huh?
No.
Oh my god. Stop it.
No, stop it. What else you got?
Water. Bougie water.
Booty water.
I also don't want you to drink my bougie water. No, we're not getting Wonder drunk.
I'm going to go grab a pop.
Yeah, do that. Oh, God. Birthday stream all over again. Vince, were you here for that? That was wild times. Ugh. I don't know what to talk about. We're taking like a break apparently. He needs a drink. Why can't we get him drunk? Because he has to still drive home? Because it's a Wednesday night?
Okay.
Welcome back, Pepsi Man.
There, we put an end to that.
Spencer, why can't we get him drunk?
Maybe some other day.
Some other day, but it won't be with channel points. It'll cost money. We're getting paid to get drunk over here.
Yeah. I'm a cheap whore, but you have to pay nonetheless.
Okay, so what is with video games lately that burst onto the scene and become super popular? Fall Guys, Among Us, whatever. And then just disappear.
I don't know.
Does nobody have the attention span to stick with a video game anymore? Or does it stop? You're gonna try to electrocute me and I'm not happy with it.
No, but my toes are cold, so I'm warming them up.
That's why I wear shoes in the house. So my toes don't get cold.
Didn't work.
Because like Among Us is coming out with a new map soon. I think part of the issue with like Among Us is that it requires you to play with so many people.
Right.
And it's tough to find that many people to play that game with.
Ooh.
Gross.
Crown burp.
Gross.
Also, Crown Apple Pepsi. Wouldn't recommend.
Crown Apple Pepsi UV Blue.
Yeah.
It's a weird flavor.
Well, Crown Apple pretty much negates UV Blue.
How many subs to get Wonder drunk? We're not doing that tonight. We will. If we do that, we're planning that out.
Yeah, because I have to work tomorrow, so.
Yeah. If we did that, it would be like
on a Friday or something.
Friday after work.
Yeah.
Which would be tough because Spencer wouldn't be able to be here.
Right.
Actually,
he can make the time to be here.
If we told him, he could make sure he got up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Ish. He could make sure to be up if he knew. That actually, we might have to plan that for around your birthday. That could be fun.
My birthday?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Somewhere around there. Fine, just tell me ahead of time. Cam wants to get one of you drunk.
Well, Chandler's down to get drunk again.
I can do that. Not any time, but I can plan that out at some point.
Yeah, it's easier for him.
Yeah, I don't have a real job.
He's the boss of his job, so...
Yeah, I don't have a real job. I can just, do that and then do
Nothing's worse than getting sick on on alcohol and
on
then
vodka.
Well, probably vodka, but nothing's worse than getting sick on alcohol and then having to show up to a bar and be around a bunch of alcohol that makes you sick to look at.
I'm good for it. That's true. Cam will come through and fucking... That might be a rough night. Fuck, if it's Cam, it might have to be 2 subs per shot, because fucker will drop 100 of them. It's like, that's alcohol poisoning, bud.
Yeah.
100 shots Okay, 18 was half a bottle of Crown. Mm-hmm. So, just 6 bottles of Crown, you're going to get alcohol poisoning and die. Because we're 30 miles away from a hospital, you're going to die. It's done. You're dead. You're dead. Also, it's us. We'd get stopped by a train. While you're in the ambulance.
Depending on who's driving me to the ambulance, if it's myself, probably got hit by the train.
Probably. Oh, God. We talked about football. I'm curious. What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Favorite Marvel movie?
Been watching them with Rena and Kevin because they want to watch them all, which is fun.
So, you mean the Avengers or?
Yeah, the Marvel movies. Yeah.
Okay. Probably the one.
The one. Great. He doesn't know the name. That really shows it's your favorite.
Would it be
God.
Would no. So Thor would be, I could say Thor, right?
Yeah, I don't know why you would, but yeah. Going to bed. Good night, friends. Night, Spence. Don't have too much fun.
I don't know. I want to say I know Ragnarok was not that great.
No, actually Ragnarok was pretty good,
but is it the Ragnarok where he goes to he gets stuck on that planet?
Yeah. Fights the Hulk.
And he has to fight Hulk and he gets freaking slammed around and Loki's like, "Ha!
That's what it feels
That's what it feels like." That was I like that one.
Good line.
Or the one where Loki gets slammed around. That's the
Avengers.
One of those two is got to be my favorite.
Enough! I am a god, you vile creature. I will not be bullied by whap, 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 whap. The Hulk's walking away. Puny god.
So god.
Oh, the scene in Ragnarok also could have been better. They paid $10 million to use an Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
For Thor, right after it strikes hell with lightning. What dumbass, when they thought Thor having a cool sequence, we needed, a classic rock song, didn't go Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Right.
What the fuck?
I love Thunderstruck.
Why wouldn't you pick that?
That was my song I picked for the Super 25.
Right? But it's Thor, the god of thunder, who's just unlocked the ability to use his powers without his hammer.
Plus,
Thunderstruck is the perfect song for this.
Especially when he his eyes start to glow and shit. That's when you start.
Yeah, it would have been great.
It starts. He stands up and he's goes like this, and that's you do that on the first thunder. Thunder.
Yeah, it would have been great. Oh.
And then
if you're gonna pay the money, why not?
Back! And then he's fucking beating the shit.
But if you're gonna pay the money,
yeah,
why wouldn't you have gone for Thunderstruck?
Right.
I love Immigrant Song. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But come on, But then, if you still want to use Immigrant Song for something, instead of in Infinity War, when Thor shows up in Wakanda, instead of it being the Avengers theme song, then use Immigrant Song.
Mm-hmm.
That, boom, you fixed it. I still don't know why they used the Avengers theme song for Thor showing up.
Right.
It's Thor, not the Avengers. It's Thor. Who saved the day? Not the Avengers. It was Thor. Okay.
Yes, so, he is.
What? Fat Thor's the best?
Yep.
No.
Nothing like a god of thunder getting addicted to Call of Duty and beer.
Playing Fortnite, screaming at children. Love it. Mm-hmm. So,
I'm the god of thunder.
If I could grow a better beard, I'd do a great Fat Thor cosplay. Wicked Fat Thor cosplay. So, so WandaVision. I know you haven't watched it. You should. It's weird, but it's good.
Oh, one of these times I'm gonna start watching it. It keeps popping up on
Disney
Netflix
Plus.
and
It's only on Disney Plus.
No, Disney Plus. I mean,
but you should watch it. It's actually really good. But in WandaVision, two of the characters are talking about the events of Endgame as if they watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about Scarlet Witch. Well, she did, nearly kill Thanos single-handedly. To me, it's just like, how the fuck do you know that? You weren't there. Did you watch the same movie I did? I don't understand. How are we having this argument? Well, Captain Marvel, how do you even know who she is? Like, right. She's not on Earth. She hasn't been in 30 years. How do you know who she is?
Somebody told her about her.
It's like, what? I love it. What bothers me is, why are they only talking about two Avengers as being able to beat Thanos? They're only talking about Scarlet Witch and Captain Marvel. Thor literally nearly killed him twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, now Fat Thor got his ass kicked, but obviously.
Yeah, the guy's on the verge of a fucking heart attack. Of course he's gonna get his ass kicked. He hadn't
walked around in months. He'd been on a couch for 3 months. What do you expect? Like, damn.
This is why you drink whiskey, not beer. Beer gets you fat.
But also, so like, I don't know. Captain America, I didn't think could beat Thanos. Endgame was such a good movie. It also just made me really happy because of all the fan servicey moments. But I'm sorry. Scene right after Cap gets his shield cut in half and he is cut up and destroyed, and he stands up and faces down Thanos' army at that point alone. Like, yeah, that's exactly how that would go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He doesn't really give up well.
Yeah.
It would have been funnier if when Thanos is giving him the weird look, he just goes, I can do this all day. It's like, well, you can't, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of weird internet theories of Infinity War when, Cap's holding back Thanos' one hand, using all of his strength to hold back one hand, which, apparently Thanos' one hand is equal to the strength of a helicopter. Apparently. If you judge by the movie feats and stuff. When Thanos punches him, Cap doesn't get up. So, a lot of people are saying he killed Cap, but then when he did the Time Stone thing with Vision, brought him back. That also doesn't make sense. Because Vision was the only thing affected by the Time Stone. Because nothing else changed in the background. It was just Vision's body. That is the one thing I hated about Infinity War. Why'd you make Vision such a bitch? Oh, the last movie we saw Vision in, he's like the most powerful character.
He's a bitch.
Now he can't fight anyone. Come on.
He's a bitch.
Come on. Why you gotta do Paul Bettany like that? It's fucked.
Somebody's got to be the underdog.
What do you mean, how did he take it back? He just showed up and gave it back. Or are you talking about how did he take it back because Red Skull was there? I think that would be an interesting conversation. But, I mean, Cap wouldn't really have any beef with Red Skull at this point. He already beat him. And Red Skull would even say, because he said it earlier, he tried to wield the power of the stones and it cast him out. Now he's there to grant others the power he can never possess, which is a really cool thing. But also, Cap fucked up so many timelines. Him staying in the past created a new timeline. It would have been cool. There was a fan theory that at the end of Endgame, instead of having Chris Evans like CGI'd into an old man, they have Stan Lee play Chris Evans at the end. Old man Cap. Okay, it would have been cool because then like all the Stan Lee cameos would have been Captain America.
Yeah.
Watching over his friends from a distance. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have made sense though because Cap went to a different reality. He was in a different timeline. But he just took it back the same way they got it. They knew where to go. Just went there and threw it around, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he would have had to have seen Red Skull. It is very confusing, because, like, where was the Soul Stone stored to begin with?
Right.
So, like, does he just take it and throw it in one of the puddles there and say, fuck it? Or what? What happens there? But, yeah, WandaVision's weird so far. Still waiting for the Luke Skywalker-sized cameo. I think it's going to be Magneto. It's got to be Magneto. Gotta be.
No, it's going to shock you and be something totally different.
I don't know who it could be. Okay, there's no Marvel character who has the cultural impact of Luke Skywalker. Except for, like, Iron Man. But bringing him back after being gone for a year doesn't have the same impact as Luke coming back after 40.
Right.
Like, that's the issue. It's like, what would have that impact? I think a cool idea. So, John Krasinski, he played, what is his name in The Office? Jim?
Oh. Okay.
He's now way more, but there are rumors of him playing Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
It'd be kind of cool if he showed up as Reed Richards, but it's like that's not Luke Skywalker sized. So either somebody doesn't understand the significance of Luke, or I'm just spacing on who it could be. There's nobody that would make that kind of impact. I don't think. Because they already brought back Quicksilver, kind of. Do you remember from Age of Ultron, Scarlet Witch's brother, Quicksilver?
Oh, yeah.
When he dies saving Hawkeye?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that coming. Terrible line, but whatever. Only they recat it. It's the Quicksilver from the X-Men instead of that guy. So they make a joke. Did she recast her brother? It was funny. Like, they broke the fourth wall. That's great. Is that a sign that it'll be Deadpool?
That'd be great.
That's the type of weird shit I do when thinking about this. It's like, what do they do? And, like, the weirdest thing is you're watching it, and they're going through, like, files. And they hover over file number 4, and she talks about her scientist friend. That's where Reed Richards comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Is those two little things. It's like, that's how weird I get. It's like I look at every single frame, and it's like, who could this be?
You're a fucking geek.
Yeah, it's in the name. It's in the name.
Slays?
I'm gonna slap you.
Do it once. You'll only
A
do it
slap
once.
isn't gonna knock you out. It's just a slap.
Right, I know, but you'll only do it once, because I'm gonna retaliate. I'll leave you up to wonder how.
Just don't pull a Gage and, miss and fall on your ass. That's fucking.
Falls flat on his ass.
Oh, that was funny as shit. See. What other cool Marvel stuff's gonna happen? Oh, thinking about the next villains. Because they're kind of setting it up so that there'll be like the Avengers and then the Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So, which would be kind of cool. But who's the next Thanos-sized villain? No, the next person that the 20 movies we watch lead up to us fighting? I've heard, people say Doctor Doom, which, cool idea, because he's just a dude. But with the brain of Reed Richards, the suit of Tony Stark, leads an entire population of people, like Black Panther, and then is a master of the mystic arts that can rival Doctor Strange. But he's just a dude. Or, maybe Kang the Conqueror. I don't know how they'd set that up, though. I don't know. The timing of things.
Maybe it's Wonder, the ultimate weapon.
They could go Galactus, but I don't know how you make Galactus work on screen. It's like, you remember the old Fantastic Four movies that came out in like the 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
Their version of Galactus was like a cloud in
Right.
space. It's like, that's trash. That's not Galactus. Fortnite did Galactus better than Marvel did. What the hell? What are your thoughts on the next season of Mando? What'll happen there? I've heard rumors of a 10-year time jump. I don't know why they'd do that. Thoughts?
There's so much stuff that I want to see.
Right? How does
like,
he get a
play
new
out.
ship?
Like, yeah, I want to
Also,
see how he gets a new ship.
Does the Republic start to like him now that he arrested Moff Gideon?
Well, the Republic really didn't necessarily.
The Republic, he had bounties out for him, or he was wanted. Do you not remember the 2 X-Wings that chased him at the beginning of this season?
Yeah.
The Republic does not like Mando. So,
why'd they let him go then?
Because he was probably going to die there anyway.
No. I think there's something to that.
Yeah, maybe. There is
But-
going to be a Rangers of the New Republic show featuring those 2 dudes. Well, one of those 2.
Right.
Dave Filoni played the other one. I don't think he's getting his own major character.
Yeah. So I don't know if the Republic necessarily dislikes him. They're just, I don't know. They're just doing the Star Wars thing. Makes good content. But anyway, it's, I don't know. I want to see what happens with him getting his new ship, how he gets a new ship.
Yeah, new ship, yeah.
I want to see what he does with the Darksaber.
Right.
I want to see.
Does he go try to rebuild Mandalore?
That's when I want to see it. Does he actually decide to take the role of King of the Mandalorians?
I don't know.
If so,
That'd be sick.
then will he lead?
But if so, does Bo-Katan become the new enemy? Because she could.
She could if she decides to try to gain power.
Well, her entire character arc has been to gain power.
Right, but she was always actually
going
up against somebody who is technically viewed as a bad person.
Well, and not Mandalorian.
Yeah, and not her own.
Right. Well, okay, there's also the issue of, Bo-Katan is the reason Darth Maul became the king of Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
Because she gave him the Darksaber.
Mm-hmm.
Well, helped him acquire it. It's like, Jesus, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, never mind. They figured it out in Rebels. I was going to say, when Obi-Wan killed Darth Maul finally, did that actually make him the Mandalore? But no. Something else happened there. I didn't really watch Rebels. It got really annoying. It's not that good.
But, no, I don't know. Bo-Katan, if she truly cared about Mandalore, I think she would actually embrace the fact that, Mando is the, king.
Yeah.
Because, for one, he's very strong, intelligent. Sometimes he does stupid things where it's like...
Is he that strong, though?
He
got his ass kicked by a single Dark Trooper. And Luke cut down battalions of them.
Mando's not a fucking Jedi.
He's also not Luke fucking Skywalker
either. Luke Skywalker, the most powerful freaking person in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna just melt through some machinery. But given what Mando has been through, I think he's very intelligent and has a good chance of actually bringing the Mandalorians back into existence as, and into power.
So, is Grogu being cut out of the show basically at this point, though? Or are there going to be scenes of him training at the Jedi Temple? How's that going to work?
I don't know. Maybe
that's an intriguing question.
Maybe they're going to have like 3 different things going on at once. So like you'll have like a Boba Fett.
Well, there's already 4 shows going on at once. The Book of Boba, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and the Rangers of the New Republic.
Yeah, which I hope they don't like release them all at the same time. I hope like you watch this movie and then a couple days later you can watch this episode and a couple days later you can watch this, so it keeps you occupied versus having to wait a week.
No, they're gonna come out one at a time. So like the Book of Boba Fett will happen in December, and then in like March you'll get Mando.
Yeah.
And then in like the summer you'll get Ahsoka, and then in the winter Rangers will come out, and it'll be that cycle. And then somewhere Obi-Wan will come out. So I've been thinking about this, because The Mandalorian is, doing really good ratings-wise.
Right.
The Kenobi show will destroy it. The Kenobi show might just break TV records. Not just streaming records. TV records. I think.
We'll see, I
Maybe
guess.
I'm wrong.
Unless they just totally botch it or something, but that would be hard to do.
That'd be tough to do.
That'd be really hard to do, yeah.
Well, especially with how excited everyone is about it. They didn't muff it up by recasting Obi-Wan. How are they going to write out... She's already written out. Her story arc ended in season 1.
Yeah.
Like, her story was over. Yes, they were thinking about... So... I got into a debate about this on TikTok because people were pissing me the fuck off. She's one of the biggest characters. No, she's not. Her story ended. She came back to help Grogu get to a Jedi. He's with a Jedi now. Her story's over.
Right.
And but everybody's like...
it would be so easy to just move on without her. She goes back to...
whatever that town was.
Yeah, whatever that town was. And she...
Boom.
That's where she is now.
Boom. Done. Easy.
She has no more importance.
Right.
Unless they actually make her of importance.
Mm-hmm. See, now, they were in talks to do a Cara Dune show. That doesn't mean they were going to do it. Yeah. The only shows they were going to do have been announced.
And if they did do a Cara Dune show, it would probably be a long time before they actually got to it. Because they got so much other shit lined out right now.
Not only so much other shit lined out, but so much other shit that people care more about.
Sorry.
Do you want a Cara Dune show or an Ahsoka show?
Right.
I want the Ahsoka show. Fuck Cara Dune. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, yes, she was a good character.
Most people are just pissed off that they let her go because she's hot.
But well, actually, a lot of people are just pissed off that they fired her for words. But private company, you can do what you want.
Yeah, right.
But also, here's the thing: she wasn't fired. Her contract
just wasn't renewed.
Right. Which that's basically the same thing. No, it's not.
No, that's like
I use sports as my example. When your contract is up and the team doesn't re-sign you, they didn't fire you.
Yeah, you're just now a free agent. Aren't fired, and if you get fired, that looks really bad on a resume. If you just get let go because your contract didn't get renewed,
your contract was over,
you're fine.
And we just said, we don't really want to stick in this direction. Deuces. No one cares.
If somebody wanted to pick her up as an actor somewhere else,
they already have.
Right, but I mean, if she was out there and looking for an actor job,
the problem is so many new...
She could do it because she's technically, she was just,
Right.
her contract wasn't renewed. She wasn't fired, so therefore she...
The issue is so much of the media is saying she was fired, but in Lucasfilm's official statement, they say she's not employed with us. Her contract was up. So she's just not coming back.
Right.
Which that they definitely have every right to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to re-sign anybody for any reason.
Yeah, and they could issue, and that doesn't mean that she could be gone forever. She could be reissued a contract later.
Yeah.
It just means that we're not going to keep paying.
Never coming back.
We're not.
She's not there now.
They don't plan on doing anything with her right now, so they're not going to keep paying her money to sit there and do nothing.
Right. Because she's done in The Mandalorian. Like, her story arc is done.
Now, could they bring her back for something else later?
Yes.
Sure. All they have to do is say, hey, here's a new contract.
And they didn't say she was banned from working at Disney. They said, we don't agree with what she said, but she doesn't work for us, so whatever.
Everybody just assumed that she was let go because of what she said. Like, no. And what she said wasn't even really that bad.
Right.
It was just her opinion.
Right. Well, you can get canceled for your opinion.
Right. But, I mean, it wasn't a bad opinion. It's a lot of people would agree with her.
Right. But all the idiots, like, I'm canceling Disney Plus. Okay, they won't miss you.
Yeah, no.
Like, there's not enough of you to make a difference in Disney's pocketbook.
Sorry, what is it, like, how much a month?
But also, let's think of it this way. Were you even really using Disney Plus anyways? The majority of those people only had it for the month the Mando was on and then canceled it anyways. So, I'm not going to keep Disney Plus. You didn't have it anyways.
Right, yeah.
And I'm sorry, if you were actually a Star Wars fan, you're not canceling it over that.
I keep it because I like to go watch, Marvel stuff.
Star Wars or Marvel or whatever. You're not canceling it over, well, they fired somebody I liked. Who gives a shit? We did that, I wouldn't have watched any Marvel movies because, well, Tobey Maguire's not Spider-Man anymore.
People just insinuate and they're retarded.
Yeah, people need something to be angry at. And what bugs me is the same people arguing that Disney shouldn't have let her go for saying things are the same ones. Well, businesses have the right to choose whatever they want to do. It's like, Disney's a business.
Yeah.
They can do whatever
private business.
So, again, I was arguing with people. And I was like, not in every state, but in most states, you can be fired for any goddamn reason. I've been fired because my boss didn't like my father.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told I'm going to lose my job because they didn't like the way my hair was. To be fair, I was already planning on quitting, so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I have to move, so whatever. Like, that's just how the world works. Companies can just choose that, we don't like you anymore. Get out of here. You deal with that.
Yep.
I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is
Move on.
what it is.
Move on. Enjoy your life.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along.
That one is.
Oh, God. You got any other things to say?
No. Shall we go make some YouTube videos?
I think we shall.
Okay.
So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh, I didn't hit the